me out to the ball game. Swing, batter, batter, swing, batter, batter, swing. Swing, batter, batter, swing, batter, batter, swing, batter, batter, swing. Yeah.
Play ball. 2 words every kid longs to hear after a long, hard winter. 2 words that signify the beginning of springtime, and more importantly, the beginning of a new baseball season.
When I think of Baseball in Ontario, I think when I first moved up here in 1982, Lou Cause handed me a book that he had written called Baseball's Back in Town. And from that point on, I began to appreciate the history of the Toronto Blue Jays well before there was a major league team here.
Once the Blue Jays came to Toronto, I think it became a sport more to be played than some of the other sports.
There's more opportunities now for players than there ever were. When I played, not that I was good enough, but players that had one chance, a pro team might sign them. Now there's provincial teams, national teams, colleges.
When I was a kid, there weren't that many Canadians that we could look up to and say, hey, that's a big leaguer or that's a star. And now, whether it's Joey Votto, who's the most obvious name to most of us being from the area and having a Hall of Fame caliber career, or the success Canada's having internationally, all the first-round picks that we've seen, I think it's great.
There's more opportunity for young boys today and girls to play the game and at a much higher level. And it all depends on the individual, how much effort and time you want to put into the game.
You got to be on time. You got to work hard. You got to work as a team. You got to know your role. So many good life lessons in sports that, any of us who participated in sports growing up as a kid, we didn't realize we were learning those lessons.
The OBA has always maintained 4 primary objectives: to foster and improve baseball at all levels in the province of Ontario, to protect and promote the mutual interests of the members, to institute and regulate competition for the Ontario Championships, and to institute and regulate competition for determining the Ontario representatives in the national or Canadian playoffs. One of the ways that the OBA helps to foster these 4 objectives is by hosting the best ever clinics annually to help coaches attain greater skills and a bigger capacity to teach and train young baseball players.
The coaching clinics that we have, the umpire clinics that we have, all the support that we have for the coaches and the players now compared to what we had 20 years ago. It's totally different.
Of course, when you make better coaches, you get better players. And people that want to become a coach should definitely get involved with the Best Ever Clinic.
Well, right from the very beginning, it seems like the Best Ever Clinic has grown and grown over the years. And if you can look at the registration for 2018, it's sold out already. So it's gotten to be very popular and very beneficial.
The first one was nothing compared to what we have now. The speakers and they videotape everything. They do all kinds of different things that they never ever did before. And I think it's just fantastic what they do now.
All we did was earn the right to play for the championship. That's it. Great accomplishment.
Most of the guys that I remember attended college in the States. What I truly enjoyed most with them was when they come back, sort of walking around the park with them, to find out what they had learned. I was going to steal as much as I could from them.
And I like to see it when they come back and coach and give back to the program, which is a good thing, because we're always looking for coaches. And I mean, these players were star players at the time, and it's nice that they come back and give back to the program.
Don't let him do 30. No. I was doing well. He's only at 44, so.
If he's only at 40-something?
We're now taking more concern about what kids are doing and players are doing in terms of pitching and how long they can pitch and how many pitches they can have and the rest required and that type of thing. The safety aspect has always been important.
The helmets came in, when they first, back in the days, it was just a piece that came around the ears. There was no full helmet. And then the full helmet came in, and then the catcher got the neck throat on the hanging down. These were just slight changes.
We're seeing more and more players coming up. We're seeing more and more kids that have played the game before, so we're getting into that grassroots programs and really teaching kids how to play the game.
The Honda hit, run, and throw was the big thing then, and but now they've got all kinds of things. Like rookie ball wasn't even in when I was president, and it has really grown. It's a great program for the kids where they, get to hit the ball and not be afraid of getting hit with a pitch and that type of thing. And rookie ball's really blossomed in the last few years. So
as president, it was I got quite involved with getting a few other areas involved with baseball. One being Challenger Baseball, which is involving the kids that are mentally challenged or physically challenged, to get them involved.
They were trying to get Baseball Canada to accept it as a program, which they did, and it was quite interesting. I was quite taken aback by everything that was going on. I thought it was a great program.
Teams representing Ontario baseball have gone on to win a whopping 211 medals at national championships, including 99 gold, 54 silver, and 58 bronze.
When I look back, you think of your roots and the foundation. And to me, it's the volunteers and the people in South Windsor, where I grew up playing at Central Park. It wasn't far from my house. Those, to me, are the fondest memories. Ride my bike to the ballpark with my spikes over the handlebars and the glove. I mean, we don't see that anymore. Things have changed so much, but those are the fondest memories for me.
First team I ever went with were the Windsor Selects. Father Cullen was a coach, one of the coaches, and we went to Chatham, New Brunswick, and the boys come home with a gold. They played fantastic ball all the time we were there. And then 3 years later, I went with the junior team from Windsor, which was part of the boys that I'd gone with in '88. And we went to Newcastle, and they won gold there.
For 100 years, the OBA has been the provincial governing body for baseball in Ontario. The Ontario Baseball Association was founded under the name Ontario Baseball Amateur Association, which was organized at a meeting held right here in Hamilton, Ontario, at the Central YMCA on Saturday, May the 4th, 1918. Currently headquartered in Cambridge, Ontario, Baseball Ontario is celebrating 100 years of amateur baseball in the province.
My time as president was when we moved to an office in Cambridge. Before then, we had great secretary Spiro Annis and then Ron Pegg. Ron ran it out of his basement in Flesherton, but it began to get too big. And I think maybe he was afraid of the computer coming in. So we set up our office in Cambridge. That was a major change for us to have staff. And thanks to John Coppas at that time, he did a wonderful job in finding the place and getting it set up for us. And ironically, it is now his daughter, Marianne, who runs the office for us. So it's synergy, I guess.
And the people that we have now are just outstanding people. And you can just see how things have improved and gotten better as we gone along.
The board has more meaning than it ever had, and our meetings are they're just great. We get a lot done, and we seem to hit on all the things that need to be done.
When you look back 100 years, when Baseball Ontario was formed, there was only maybe 6 or 7 major cities involved. And it's grown completely across the province.
We thank these men, our past presidents, who served the OBA tirelessly with passion and fervor in order to make the game of baseball in Ontario better for everyone who played.
From Boston to Dubuque, especially Willie, Mickey, and the Duke. Well, Casey was winning, Hank Aaron was beginning. One Robbie going out, one coming in. Kiner and Midget Goodell, the Thumper and Mel Parnell, and Ike was the only one winning down in Washington. I'm talking baseball, Klazuski, Campanella, talking baseball. The Man and Bobby Feller, the Scooter, the Barber, and the Duke. They knew them all from Boston to Dubuque, especially Willie, Mickey, and the Duke. Now my old friend, the bachelor, well, he swore he was the Oklahoma kid. And Cookie played hooky to go and see the Duke. And me, I always loved Willie May. Those were the
We certainly wish the very best for this executive, for the coming executive, and for the future.
Congratulations to Baseball Ontario on 100 great years.
I'd just like to congratulate Baseball Ontario in their 100th anniversary.
Congratulations, Baseball Ontario, on 100 years.
I offer my sincerest congratulations to Baseball Ontario on celebrating 100 years. Well done.
Congratulations to Baseball Ontario, 100 great years, and let's have another 100 years.
Hello, I'm Jim Babba with Baseball Canada. I'd like to congratulate Baseball Ontario on their 100th anniversary of delivering quality baseball programs to our youth in Ontario. We look forward to working with you for the next 100 years. Congratulations, Baseball Ontario.
Congratulations and all the best for the next 100 years.
Well, congratulations to Baseball Ontario on its 100th anniversary.
Congratulations to Ontario Baseball for a great 100 years.
I really want to wish Baseball Ontario happy anniversary on our 100th year.
Congratulations, Baseball Ontario, on your 100th anniversary.
Congratulations, Baseball Ontario, on your 100th anniversary. On behalf of Baseball Canada, we say thank you for all that you've done for baseball in Ontario and across the country.
Thank you, Ontario Baseball, for all that you've given to me and everybody else.